ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। संसार दुःखजलदस्य पतितस्य काम क्रोधादिनक्रमक्रकबलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निगृतस्य निराशयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्रमम देहि पदावलम्बम्। चैतन्यचन्द्रमम देहि पदावलम्बम्। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनविरह कातुराजुवाः पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वो विनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। ऑल टुगेदर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे। वन मोर टाइम लाउडली। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। Okay, you need some weight there. Some weight. This one. Okay. Okay. Srimad Bhagavat Katha. Today is second evening. Yesterday we heard the Mahatmya, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. How Srimad Bhagavatam is so important and is Krishna himself. But who can glorify Krishna better than Radharani? What's happening now?
This window open, Mark?
It's okay. Just do everything before, not in the class. Now, just freeze. I need to focus. I can take another 10 minutes doing Maha Mantra and you can decide what to do. Opening, closing.
This is not what I
अच्छा. लिंक बुला देते हैं. श्रीमद् भागवतम प्रमाण अमलम यद वैष्णव नाम प्रियम. श्रीमद् भागवतम is the essence of all the scriptures. Who has written Srimad Bhagavatam? Shri Krishna Dvaipan Ved Vyas. There was one Veda, and Shri Krishna Dvaipan Ved Vyas, he divided one Veda into 4. Atharva, Rig, Sam or Yajurveda. Then 4 Vedas. Veda speaks everything in paroksh, means indirect. Gurudev, our Gurudev used to say, how Vedas they describe the beauty of Krishna. They describe the Lord. There's a young boy, dark complexion, carrying flute in his hand and peacock feather. Who's that boy? Krishna. But Vedas is not saying directly Krishna. They saying indirectly. To make the meaning of the Vedas which emanated from the lotus lips of the Lord, to make them understand Krishna Dvaipan Ved Vyas, then he wrote Puranas. There are 18 Puranas. 6 in a mode of goodness, 6 in a passion, and 6 in ignorance. Puranas are not in this modes of nature, but to facilitate those who are in these 3 modes of nature. No? These Puranas have been written. And in Puranas there are so many stories. Matsya Puran, Kurma Puran, Padma Puran. These Puranas are written prior to Srimad Bhagavatam. But the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam is present in Puranas. Like Matsya Puran. In Matsya Puran there is a verse, Tatrata Kritam Gayatri Varnata Dharam Vistara Vritasur Vadopatya Srimad Bhagavatam Vishyati. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? That scripture where the story of Vritasur is mentioned. You see? Bhagavatam is the essence of all the scriptures, but Bhagavatam is glorified in the Puranas prior to the descent of Srimad Bhagavatam. How is that is possible? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is eternal. It's not that Srila Ved Vyas have written Srimad Bhagavatam thousands years back and prior to that Bhagavatam was not present. No. As Krishna is eternal, Srimad Bhagavatam is also eternal. So then otherwise why in Matsya Puran, what is Matsya? Matsya means fish. Krishna is also taken incarnation as fish, no? Keshavadhrita Meena Sharira Jai Jagadish Hare. No? Keshavadhrita Meena Sharira. So Matsya Puran. And also the many stories that why 7 days Srimad Bhagavatam Katha is mentioned in Padma Puran also. Padma Puran. The story of Bhakti Maharani, Goddess Bhakti. We all need Bhakti, yes or no?
Yes.
Without Bhakti, there is no other way out. To get proximity with the Lord, to have the darshan of the Lord, Bhakti Reva Nayati, Bhakti Reva Darshati, Bhakti Vash Purusho, Bhakti Reva Bhuyasi. It is Bhakti who brings ones toward in proximity with Krishna. It is Bhakti which can control Krishna. Shri Krishna Akarshanicha. Krishna is not Yogi Vatsal, means affectionate to yogis. Krishna denied. I don't reside in the heart of yogis. Clearly he denied. What is the evidence? Na sadhyati mam yogo na sankhya dharmuddhava na yogas tapas tyago yatha bhakti mamorjita. No, I was not speaking about this verse. I'm saying what is a verse which describes that Krishna rejected, that I don't sit in the heart of the yogis. Naham vesami vakunthe nacha yogi hidayam. Krishna is saying, I don't reside in Vaikuntha. Nacha yogi hidayam. I don't reside in the heart of the yogis. Krishna, so what is this? Krishna resides in everyone's heart, right? No, Paramatma resides. It's not Krishna. What yogis do? They meditate on Paramatma. And what is the meditation about? So there are two marg, two paths. Kram mukti, sadhya mukti. Yogis meditation is they meditate that there is a fire and the Lord is in the fire. This is their meditation. There is a big effulgence, illumination like fire, and the Lord is present in the fire. That's the meditation of the yogis. But can devotees ever think of this? Devotees can't think of this. Even if the milk is boiled, devotee don't offer that boiled milk to Krishna, thinking that is going to burn, harm him. That's the meditation of the devotees. But yogis, they meditate, the Lord is in the fire, and I'm meditating on that illumination and meditating on that Lord who is in fire. Bhaktas are not like this. In Vrindavan right now is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And sometime it goes to 125. This is happening. And if you go around Vrindavan temples, they have fans, they have air coolers, they have air conditions, and they offer cold drinks. That's the meditation of the devotees. Even though, where is fire? When Krishna shows his universal form, he said, everything emanates from me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Everything emanates from me. And when we do yajna, Keshvaya Namaha, Madhvaya Namaha, we offer oblations in fire. Because fire is the mouth of the Lord. But this is not devotees' meditation. Devotees' meditation is always to please Lord, to make Him the most comfortable. And from where this meditation begins with, it begins with serving Guru and Vaishnavas. It begins with that. Suppose if we just cook anything like burning hot sweet rice, we'll not just immediately take from the pan and offer to the Lord with a burning sweet heart. It's going to harm Him. And the best example is in Jagannath Puri, Alannath. What's happening? The best example is Alannath in Jagannath Puri. You saw? The Lord, He put His hand in, because it's been offered burning hot sweet rice, and His fingers got burned. 3 fingers burned. Dekha? And there's a burning mark on His cheek and on His chest in Jagannath Puri, because this is what been offered to Him. So devotees' meditation is different, and that's why Krishna says, I don't reside in the heart of yogis. Because their worship is worship in the mood of opulence. And Krishna directly, He's saying this. Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Sakala jagat kare mora Vaidhi bhakti. Vaidhi bhakti te braj bhav paite nahi shakti. Those karmis, those yogis, they worship Lord in the mood of opulence. So there is no bhakti there. Bhakti means melting of heart. Imagine how hard are the yogis. Because of their process, their meditation is so hard. Because their mood is in a mood of opulence. Devotees' moods is not that opulent. They want to serve Lord. So therefore, many houses I go, when they put deities to rest, they put Radha Krishna on a bed, even it is small little tiny bed. Doesn't matter it is made of diamond or wood or small or big. What matter is the mood. They make deities to rest and then they massage the feet of the deities. Just for 1 minute. This is called mood of sweetness. How sweet it is. He's Lord. He don't need any massage. He's beyond all this. But devotees, for them, no, you are not beyond all this. You need this. That's the mood of the devotees. They massage, very soft, tender massage for 2 minutes, 5 minutes and make Radha Krishna to rest. Mood is more important. The sweet mood is important. In Australia, there's one Prabhu, Purushottam Prabhu. I was in his house and early in the morning after Mangalarti, just like we have a balcony here, he brought his Gopal and he's showing Gopal outside everywhere like this. I said, Prabhu, what are you doing? He said, because he's sitting all day just facing the wall. I want to make him see outside. So morning and evening 2 times he take his Gopal outside to see some nature. The mood is important there. That's the meditation of devotees. Yogis and karmis. Karmis are totally different. So Krishna directly say, Naja yogi hidayam. I don't reside in the heart of the yogis. Where do Krishna reside then? Sadhu hidimayam, sadhu hidim tam ham. Mad anattatana jananti naham tegyum anamapi. I reside in the heart of sadhus and sadhus reside in my heart. Because they always meditate on making me comfortable and serving me. Yogis are not serving, they're just meditating. That's the difference. So, bhakti reva nayati, bhakti reva bhuyasi. Only with bhakti, one get the proximity with the Lord. Only bhakti can control the Lord. Just like a chaste wife, with her loving services, she controls the chaste husband. I'm not saying this. Krishna is saying this. This is Bhagavatam. An example of Ambrish Maharaj. Krishna is saying this. Mai nirbadya hidaya sadhu samadarshinam. Vasya kurvanti mad bhaktaya satpatni satpati yatha. My devotees have controlled me just like a chaste wife with her loving services. She controls the chaste husband. Both have to be chaste. Not the wife have to be chaste. Husband also have to be chaste. Krishna is chaste. And all his devotees is also chaste. How come Krishna is chaste? My God, you are always with so many women around you. There's so many gopis. And this was been proven. Nahi, mere ko chahiye. I want, son. Please, relax. If anything, I will tell you. And Krishna has proved this. Once upon a time, Durvasa came to Braj. Durvasa Rishi, he came to Braj and the gopis thinking by serving Durvasa will get so many boons. So they cooked sweet rice and so many food preps. They want to offer to Durvasa, but Durvasa was across Jamuna. So they came to the bank of Jamuna and they have to cross the Jamuna. So they asked Krishna, what can we do? We have to serve this Rishi. How can we cross Jamuna? How can we? Krishna said, go and tell Jamuna, if Krishna is brahmachari, celibate, is a brahmachari, Jamuna give us path to walk on. Gopis start laughing. You brahmachari? Krishna said, yes, go. And the gopis came to Jamuna, on the bank of Jamuna and said, Jamuna, if Krishna is brahmachari, give us a path to walk. And Jamuna clearly gave a path to walk. Gopis were looking each other, what is this? Huh? So, Gopis, they crossed Jamuna. And then they came to the other side and served Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa ate all preps. And now they have to come back. How they have to come back? They said, Durvasa, please help us. We want to go back. Durvasa said, go. Tell Jamuna, if Durvasa have not eaten anything, give us a path to walk. You know, up dikkat kar raha hai. Pehle theek tha. Close door, please. Because now it's coming nice. The water is rise above head. Bas. This is better. Then Durvasa, when he said, then the gopis, they came to on the bank of Jamuna and said, Jamuna, Durvasa have not eaten anything. And Jamuna Maharani, she gave the path to walk. Gopis saying, they're all, they're very tricky and cheaters. Krishna is cheater, Durvasa is cheater, and Jamuna, you're also a cheater. You have some, connection. Gurudev used to say this story. Some deal is going on. So Srila Gurudev used to say this. But what is the inherent meaning here? It looks like Durvasa have eaten all preps, but he has not eaten with a mood of enjoyment. He honored prasad. And when Krishna says, I'm a brahmachari, even though he's dancing with 100 million gopis, but there is no mood of enjoyment in Krishna, even though he's an enjoyer. There's a good contrast. Even though he's the enjoyer, but when he dances with the gopis and reciprocate with the Brajvasis, he's doing so to serve them, and he's enjoying that service. You understand? Enjoying the service. When I'm staying with Radha Priya Didi, Hemant Prabhu, they have so much affection, like a parental affection for me. Even if I don't want to eat, they force me to eat. Because they want me to be healthy. No, but there is a point there. If I take, let's say, if I take one chapati, she will force me to eat 2 more. But the point is, I am relishing that, I am enjoying that. What she is enjoying? Serving. That's called enjoying in serving. Just one small little example. Krishna is enjoyer. But he served Braj Gopis. And all Braj Gopis, they serve Krishna. Radharani is to serve Krishna. Gopis are there to serve Radha and Krishna. And Shri Vrindavan Dham serves, the Braj Mandal serves Gopis and Radha Krishna. The whole domain, 84 miles Braj Mandal, is a domain of service mood. There is no enjoyer there. No enjoyer can resist or stay in Braj Mandal. This is a place of renunciation. This is a place of serving. Everyone is serving. Therefore, their love is very divine, pure, and their love is unconditional, chaste, and the mood of service. That's the glories of Braj Mandal, where enjoyer is not enjoyer. He's enjoyer outside Braj Mandal. But there he is serving. Serving Radharani, serving all the gopis. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, which highlights the mood of Krishna. And therefore in Puranas, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, if we subtract Srimad Bhagavatam from all the scriptures, it has nothing, no value. Once upon a time there was an assembly in Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka means where Brahma lives. And all the scriptures were there. So scriptures were discussing that is Srimad Bhagavatam very important, or is also one of the scripture? Is Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the scriptures, or is the one and one scripture? Just by hearing this, those Sattvat scriptures means those who are followers of Srimad Bhagavatam When I say those who are followers of Srimad Bhagavatam, that means Gita, Ramayana, Vedas, Puranas, everything, they are the followers of Srimad Bhagavatam. Not Bhagavatam is following them. Bhagavatam is king of all the scriptures. They quit, they left the assembly. Because that's the insult of Srimad Bhagavatam by saying Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the scripture. No, Srimad Bhagavatam is not one. Srimad Bhagavatam is one in one. All of the scriptures are extracted from Srimad Bhagavatam. What is that which is not present in Bhagavatam? Gita is present in Bhagavatam. 9th canto Ramayana is present in Bhagavatam. Yeah. Mahabharata, which is so elaborate, present in 1st canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The entire Krishna Leela chapter 1 to 90 chapters. From the birth of Krishna all the way from Mathura and Dwarka Leela, Srimad Bhagavatam. So, interesting part is Srimad Bhagavatam is also essence, and Srimad Bhagavatam is also elaborating that essence. Nigam kalptarum galitam phalam. Bhagavatam is the fruit of the Vedas. So in Padma Puran, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why 7 days Srimad Bhagavatam? It's been narrated with the story of Bhakti Maharani. Bhakti Maharani born in South India. Her birthplace is South India, Karnataka. Dravid Desh. There's a birthplace of Bhakti Maharani. But then she started traveling from Karnataka. If you see the map of India, she came to Maharashtra amongst the Marathis. She became young there. Nakko? She became young there. But when she entered the territory Gujarat, she turns out old. Why old? There is no one to worship or to adore Bhakti Maharani there. That's why she turned out old. Bhakti has 2 sons, Gyan and Vairagya. Gyan means? And Vairagya means? Renunciation. They always go along with Bhakti. It's not that Bhakti is following Gyan, Vairagya, knowledge and renunciation. No. Knowledge and renunciation, they are submissive to Bhakti. You may see many renunciate people, dry renunciate people, and people start assuming, oh, their bhakti is unparalleled. But that is not bhakti, that is just renunciation. You see many knowledgeable people. Oh, they speak like anything. But that's just knowledge. There is no guarantee if the person has bhakti or not. Bhakti is totally a different section. ज्ञान वैराग्य कबू भक्ति नहीं अंग. They are submissive to bhakti. Bhakti is not the limb of Gyan and Vairagya, whereas Gyan Vairagya is the limb of Bhakti. That is the confusing point of many people. Many people get confused. Oh, in our India, in Hindu religion, we have so many. क्या बोलते हैं?
Yogi, Gyani.
So many process. Somebody is worshipping that. Somebody is doing this. That's why they get confused. Jato pad, tato mat. Jato mat, tato pad. Prabhupada used to say this. So many process. So who are Gyanis, who are renunciates? Very few are devotees. Bhakti Maharani, very old, and her 2 sons, Gyan Vairagya, renunciation knowledge, they got young. But when the moment she came to Vrindavan Dham, she entered in Vrindavan Dham, she became young again. And her sons, Gyan Vairagya, they turned out old. And not only old, they fell unconscious there. They passed out, unconscious. Why Bhakti Maharani got young in Vrindavan Dham? Dhanya Vrindavan Tena Yat Bhakti Nitaiti Cha. All glories to Vrindavan Dham where Bhakti Maharani is dancing. Nitaiti Cha, she danced everywhere with the touch of Shri Vrindavan Dham. Because why? That's the place where the Anadi Radhir Govind Sarva Karanam Karan, the cause of all causes, Krishna, danced there. And the best of his dance is Rasa Leela, where his potencies also dance along with him, where Radharani is also dancing with him, where the Prema is also dancing with Radha and Krishna, where Shri Vrindavan Dham also danced with Radha and Krishna. So Dhanya Vrindavan Tena. Shri Vrindavan Dham is so glorious. Yat Bhakti Nitaiti Cha, where Bhakti Maharani is dancing. And whoever goes there, they also start dancing. She turned out to young. And her sons, they became old. But she was so sad. Usually we see mother is young, old, and the boys are young. But in this case, Bhakti, she became young, and Gyan Vairagya, they turned out old. Because in Vrindavan Dham, everyone prays, glorify, and wants and perform bhakti. There is no Jnani, there is no Vairagi in Vrindavan Dham. No renunciate in Vrindavan Dham. What do you mean no renunciate? Everyone is bhogi there, enjoyers there. No one is enjoyer there, but no one is renunciate there. What is the meaning of renunciation here? There are many kind of renunciations. Markat Vairagya, Falku Vairagya, dry renunciation. That has no room, no place in Vrindavan Dham. Renunciation is not something to practice. Renunciation is there spontaneous. Spontaneous tendency of the heart to give up the object of sense gratification is called renunciation. Natural tendency, not I have to refrain from rasgullas. Ekadashi was there, oh beautiful preps, cakes, muffins, everything. I have to refrain, I don't want to eat, That's called you're holding back yourself. That means you have a tendency to eat. This is not renunciation. The actual renunciation is, there is no inclination, there is no desire to touch these things. Because I have to follow Ekadashi strictly for the pleasure of my Lord. Tasmin tushte jagat tushtam. If he is pleased, I have pleased everyone else. Just for his pleasure. So then there is no foundation of I have to practice giving up eating this and that. It is spontaneous. So in Vrindavan Dham in Braj, no one is practicing renunciation. So when I am saying no one, doesn't mean the sadhakas there. I am referring to those who are associates and those who are pure devotees. Because if we go and live in Vrindavan Dham, we are going as a practitioners, we are as a sadhakas. We have to practice this to some extent. Unless the point comes of natural tendency, chitta vritti, the natural, spontaneous tendency of the heart that have no taste for these things. Param dishta nivartante, Bhagavad Gita says.
Just going on with that Bhagavad Gita verse.
Yes, what is that? Raso varjam
Yes, so, yes, yeah. Krishna.
param dishtani vartante. What is the meaning?
It means that when you have a higher taste, then nothing else is attractive.
When you get the higher taste, you don't have to bother for the lower taste. It just goes by its own. So there's no practice to give up the lower taste. This practice, all endeavors, efforts is to develop that higher taste. The lower taste will immediately get subside or vanish. Whereas renunciates, they put all endeavors and practices to give up the lower taste. Where devotees, they put all efforts input to develop the higher taste. And with the byproduct, the lower taste immediately get washed away or means no taste there. If we having puris and halwas, and if we keep some khichdi, there is no meaning of any khichdi there. If halwa, puri and... unless someone is sick.
Or they just like khichdi.
Or I just want khichdi. Dry renunciation. Gurudev saying this. If you have sweet rice and halwa and puris and you have khichdi and you have a taste for khichdi, that means you have a lower taste. It's a lower taste. Yeah. In Mathura, Gurudev gave one lecture one time. Said, oh, the devotees, they make pakoras, they made puris, they made so many preps, halwa and puri, everything offered to deities, Radha Vinod Bihari. And one devotee, he was speaking, he was referring to one devotee, was not uttering his name, but he was pointing out to him because he was practicing dry renunciation. So in lecture, Gurudev was pointing out to this. But he will not take Krishna Prasad. His taste is so low, he go in the kitchen and spend 30 minutes to cook khichdi and he is satisfied with that. And he's giving up all this high taste because he's starting to give up the lower taste. His practice is very lower. Whereas just by eating Krishna Prasad, which is high taste, Prasad sivite hai sakal prapanch jaye. है ना? Shuddha bhakat charana renu. Prasad sivite hai, by honoring Prasad, sakala prapanch jaye. One can get victory over all these material desires. Prasad has so much significance, provided if we honor Prasad with the mood of Prasad. That's TNC applicable there. And Uddhav, even though Maya is so strong, and who claims Maya is strong? Krishna's own Maya. And Krishna is saying, I know, Mam Maya Durattaya. It's very hard and difficult to overcome my Maya. Krishna says, I know, because this is my Maya, my external energy. Krishna is powerful. How come his potency is not powerful? But is there any way out to come across? Evai pravadante, surrender unto me, then Maya can't touch you. But then how to surrender to Krishna? Uddhavji saw this example. Show this example. Uddhavji is saying 11th canto. Tab bhokta saraganda vaso alankrita charchita uchishta bhojam dasan tab mayam jainamihi. Uddhav always used to wear the remnants of Krishna. His yellow outfits. Uddhav always wearing the garland of Krishna, which is offered to Krishna. Uddhav is always honoring the remnants of Krishna. He said, this is enough to overcome Maya. Maya is not that strong and powerful as the Krishna Prasad. So receiving garland is not a fashion. Oh, I look beautiful if I'm wearing flower garland. But with that mood, moment this garland come to my neck, this has been offered to the Lord. And I'm honoring the Lord's Mahaprasad. So never we should make a garland and just offer immediately to someone. It has to be first offered to Krishna. Then the flowers, that garland has so much significance. This is prasad. Before it was just flowers or just a mere garland. But now this is prasad of Krishna. If you step on this, you'll get consequence. If you step on any garland or any flower, no consequence. That's just nature. है ना? Any flower in your backyard, just step on that flower, there's no consequence. Offer that flower to the Lord, and then you dare out, step on that. What's going to happen? Many consequence. This offense. The same flower. So Uddhav is claiming this. Uchishya bhojam dasan tab maya janami. I have no fear of Maya because I am honoring Krishna Prasad. And the best amongst all the prasads of Krishna is there is eatable, garlands, clothes, but the best Mahaprasad of Krishna is the devotees of Krishna. Honor them just like we honor eatables. We honor garland, but by honoring Krishna's devotees, it is the best prasad of the Lord. The Maya Janamihi. One can very easily overcome Maya. And this is the meaning of Krishna when he says, Mam eva pravadante, Mayam itam tarantite. If you surrender unto me, surrender unto Krishna means what? Where is Krishna? In the air? Surrender unto my devotees. This is called surrender to me. Yasya deve parabhakti, yatha deve tatha guru. I'm not saying anything artificial. Those who understand, know some verses, I'm giving evidence to match that point. Yasya deve parabhakti, yatha deve tatha guru, tasya kathitam artham prakashante mahatmana. What is the meaning?
One who respects Guru, same as Krishna, only he will understand all the scriptures and knowledge given by Krishna.
One who respects Guru equally as Krishna. So who is Shri Guru? Prasad of Krishna. Yasya prasadat Bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasada nagati kotopi. With this formula, this is the best prasad of the Lord. Devotees. And in what form the prasad comes? Association. Association. Association doesn't mean that shaking hands in hands with them, or washing their feet, or performing arti, etc. Association means adoption of their moods. If we are adopting the mood of our Gurudev, we are associating with him. Or if we are following more or less even one or two instructions of Gurudev, there are many, but even if we are stick to one, we are associating with him. That's what association means. Then Mayam Janamihi. So there is no scope of Maya in Vrindavan Dham, where Bhakti Maharani turns to young. But there is influence of Maya in Vrindavan Dham. But which Maya? Yoga Maya. Without her influence, no pastimes can take place. The sweet pastime of the Lord can't take place if the influence of Yoga Maya is not there. Radesh Keli Prabhutta Pramod Vinast Vraj Angari Kripalu Dyalakhila Vishwandam Shipurnamasi Shirsa Namami. All glories to Purnamashi Yoga Maya. She is the one who elaborating the pastimes, nourishing those pastimes, and making the associates and Krishna love those pastimes. The influence of Yoga Maya is present in that domain. And outside Braj, the influence of Mahamaya, Durga. Shishti Sthiti Pralay Sadha Shakti Esha, Brahm Samhita se. Ichhanurupa Yasya Yacheshta Sasa, Govinda Madi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. Mahamaya. So our transition is from clutches of Mahamaya to the clutches of Yogamaya. And that's why Bhakti Maharani, she became young in Vrindavan Dham. Because Yogamaya is there. Now this renunciates. What is the best example of renunciation? Raghunath Das Goswami. I started from here. Renunciation is not nothing to practice about. There is no time to eat because there is so much to worship and so much to meditate on. Sometimes I see these young ones, they, not now, but like 4 years back, they day and night studying. Even night 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, they're studying so much. And when you were so much into studies, there's no time even to eat something, Even in ordinary, material education, there's so much absorption. Or to make your career, so much absorption. Then what do you speak about the absorption of Shri Raghunath Das Goswami? Worshipping Radha and Krishna day and night. Chappan dand ratri dine, jane na Radha Govind mine. Chari dand shui thake, swapne na Radha Govind mine. 22.5 hours serving Radha and Krishna. And 1.5 hour eating and sleeping. Our case is reverse. Just flip that.
Because we have a lower taste.
22.5 hours. There is no time to eat. There's so much to do. So much to do. Worshipping Radha and Krishna in Manasi Seva. Offering manjaris. And not only that, eating sweet rice, the remnants of Radharani. Not as a sadhaka, Raghunath Das Goswami, but as Rati Manjari, serving Radha and Krishna there. But as sadhaka, Raghunath Das Goswami got stomach problem. This is called renunciation. He was not practicing. Understand? Practicing renunciation and spontaneous renunciation. If you have a project for a month, let's say for a month you have to work 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours a day. At the end of the project, you're going to get $200,000. Will you do that or not?
Yeah.
Money? Of course. $200,000 end of the month. Imagine how much absorption you need to work 16, 18 hours. Yohei gave a project to her. You have to work 18 hours and you get 200,000 end of the month. There's other thing that she will give me 100,000 back. That's other point. This is Shri Raghunath Das Goswami. This is called idle renunciation. This renunciation doesn't fall in Vrindavan. But other than this renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami is called Nirbandh Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Chauchate. Yukta Vairagya. Yukt means what? Yukta ka matlab kya? Your daughter name is Yukta. Yukta means what?
Which is involved. So
Yukta means connect.
Connecting.
Nirbandh Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Chauchate. When there is so much sambandha with Krishna, relationship with Krishna, Yuktam Vairagya. Vairagya is yukt, connected there. You don't have to practice that Vairagya. It's yukta, connected there. Understand? This is the renunciation of Shri Raghunath Das Goswami. There is so much Krishna Sambandha there. But other than that, a renunciation, all the renunciation has no meaning. And moment they enter Vrindavan Dham, which is the place of bhakti, they pass out, unconscious. Understand? Another example. Sobri Rishi. So these are all from Bhagavatam. Just taking one point to illustrate what is renunciation, or I can say if we just take one verse of Bhagavatam, all other Bhagavatam verses are involved in one. This is the beauty of Bhagavatam. If we take one pastime or a story, let's say Dhruv Maharaj, it can involve all Srimad Bhagavatam in that. If we take example of Prahlad Maharaj, Bhishma Pitama, Kunti Devi prayers, entire Bhagavatam is there. But how to express that? That's an art. Sobri Rishi, he was doing meditation, tapasya, in Jamuna in Vrindavan Dham. Sobri Rishi. And he was a yogi. And he offended Garuda. Imagine if you go Vrindavan Dham to do some practices, to do something, and there in Vrindavan Dham you offend a devotee. Devotee means associate of the Lord. Imagine what's going to happen. You finish. Sins, performing sins is bearable. Getting out of sins is easy. Getting out of offense is not that easy. Sins and offense are two different domains. Sobri Rishi, he offended who? Garuda. Garuda was coming every day in Jamuna and catching those illegal fish. Illegal migrants there.
The big fish.
The sinful ones. And by grabbing those, what delivering them? This is the mood of the Vaishnavas. If a pure devotee like Garuda, who always in the service of Lord, because when Garuda flies his wings, is creating the chand of the Shastras. And is always glorifying with so many verses. It's not just he's a courier of the Lord or just taking him here and there, but he also glorify Lord all the time. We saw big Garudji in Srirangam temple.
Yes.
Huge. Garudji. So Garud is taking, grabbing those fish which are illegal migrants or sinful. And by doing so, getting delivered. Those fishes getting delivered. There's the mood of the devotee. So if a pure devotee slaps you, chastises you, correct you, this is the same as Gadu was doing. You get delivered. You want to get delivered? Come here. Big slap.
Another.
Stand up.
Yes. Like,
No. Associate of Mahaprabhu. He used to have a whip in his hand. What is his name?
Starts with an S, I can remember.
Abhiram Thakur. Carrying a cane in his hand. When he whips someone, get immediately prema. And the other devotees were always looking for opportunity to come in front of him to get whipped by him.
Maharaj, is
Because-
just one whip or many whips?
It
One.
doesn't matter. One or whatever. You getting prema.
Yes.
So easy.
Yes, so that's written. Abhiram Thakur is so dear to Nityanand Prabhu, devotees dying to get whipped by him. He used to carry a cane, and if he whips someone, he get prema.
That cane is still available, right?
Huh?
That cane is still.
I don't know.
It doesn't have the same power if it's not
Yeah.
handled by everybody.
It's not about Cain, it's about who's beating.
Who's beating? Yes.
It's about who's beating. His hands has purity.
Yes.
You know? It's not about Cain. Yes.
Open it.
Open it. That was good time.
Yeah.
हाँ. क्या बोल रहा था?
Abhiram Thakur came.
Abhiram Thakur and
So what Garuda was doing wrong? Nothing. But Sobri Rishi, he saw this, that he's eating fish, he's not able to understand the mood of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnav chinite nare dever shakati. Even demigods can't understand the moods of the Vaishnavas. Aprakrit vastu nahi prakrit gochar. Transcendental dealings of the devotees and Lord can't be comprehended or understand by material senses. But Sauri Rishi, because of his yoga, his practices, he thought that I know everything. And therefore he cursed Garuda. You can't come here, I curse you. Cursing the Lord, a devotee of the Lord. Being just a rishi, a yogi. And because of this offense, what happened? He saw...
I was saying Kaliya came.
No,
He
he
attracted to the
attracted his...
attract to the king dog.
There were lots of consequences.
No, come to the point. He saw male and female fish mingling together. But is the first time he's seeing this? In the water, he's always seeing fishes around. But this time, this mingling affected him. And the desire evoked in his heart, I also want to get married. He might have seen these scenes many times, but why this time it got affected to him? Because of offending pure devotee Garuda. That's the point. We see many scenes around. But when there is offense, then it gives consequence and effects. Otherwise, nobody cares. So knowingly or unknowingly, offense is offense. The worst seen in, if we are really into bhakti, the worst thing to refrain from offenses to the devotees. That's the worst thing. That's stagnant bhakti. उपाड़े व छिंदे शुके जाए बाथा यदि अपराध ओथे हाथी माथा. You made a beautiful garden in your backyard. Beautiful flowers, lotus, lilies, marigold, all those flowers. And if a mad elephant enters in that garden, upade va chinde, he uproots and destroys the complete garden. Vaishnava Parad is like this. My Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he made a book, The Heart of Krishna, in English. The title of the book is Heart of Krishna, and inside book, all chapters is about Vaishnava Pras from Bhagavatam, from many other places. The title is Heart of Krishna. Means that affects the heart of Krishna when any devotee get offended. So Durvasa, Saubri Rishi, he did this, and the desire came in his heart, I also want to get married. Because of his curse. Why I raise this point? Why bringing up this point? He's a yogi. He's practicing renunciation there. Yeah? He don't belong to Vrindavan Dham. He was a foreigner. Huh? Whereas Garudji belongs to Vrindavan Dham. So offending Brajvasis or offending the Lord, this is the consequence. And what is the consequence? He came to King Mandhata with 50 daughters, beautiful ones, young ones, also beautiful. And he gave a proposal. Oh king, this is the 9th canto Bhagavatam. Oh king, I want to marry your daughter. I heard a lot about them. And King Mandhata was in trouble. Look at your age, wrinkles, and your teeth has fallen, and eyes just went in, and skeleton body, and this old age you want to get married, what's wrong with you? But king can't say this. So he's thinking, if I refuse, he's going to curse me. So I have to apply a trick so that he can be, he can just leave or get rejected. So King Mandhata said, well, if you have a desire, I don't mind, but I'll call up my 50 daughters. Whoever will like you can get married. Because he knew who's going to like him. Old man.
No money, no wealth.
No money, no wealth, nothing, and old. Sabri Rishi was very clever. He said, oh, okay. I know what you want to say. Don't think I'm not getting your point. You doubt me. I'll show you. Call your 50 daughters and I'm coming in few minutes. He called upon his 50 daughters, and meanwhile, Sabri Rishi, he take a dip in a pond. He came out, handsome young teenager. Because of this potency of yoga. It's perfections. Take a dip in pond, and teenager, young, handsome boy. And when all 50 daughters of King Mandhata came, they started blushing. They all said to the father, we all want to marry him. And Sabri Rishi got married with 50 daughters of King Mandhata. Where is the yoga? This is dry renunciation. This has no room in Vrindavan Dham. But renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami, that's the best renunciation. So that Gyan Vairagya got unconscious in Vrindavan Dham. Which Vairagya? This kind of Vairagya. There is no Gyani in Vrindavan Dham. Gyani means knowledge. And when we refer to when we say Gyan, Gyan refers to three Gyan. Three kind of Gyan. One is Swatattve Paratattve cha sadhan sadho tattva. Gyan about who I am. Knowledge about who I am. This is bona fide knowledge. This we need to know. Gyan about who Krishna is, very important to know. To know about the opulence of Krishna, read Brahm Samhita. Anand chinme ras pratibhavi tavi nija rupate eva kalavi golok eva nivasatim akhilatma bhuto govindamadi purusham tamam vajami chintamani prakar sadmashu kalpa vriksha laksha vritesha surabhira vipalayantam lakshmi sahat satta sambhrama sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami. Many verses. Brahmaji is glorifying so much opulence. To know the sweetness of Krishna, then Bhagavatam. So this knowledge is a valid. But which knowledge get unconscious in Vrindavan Dham? Jeev Brahm Ek Gyan. The knowledge how the Jiva get merged into Supreme Lord. Means Sayujya Mukti. How the Jiva get merged into Lord and finish one's identity. This is called spiritual suicide. There's a material suicide. If you jump off, don't jump, but if you jump off this floor, suicide. Means you want to give up your existence, right? This is the meaning of suicide. Spiritual suicide is one. Those who want to merge into the Lord. There's two categories. One, those who want to merge in the fulgence of the Lord. Those who want to merge in the Lord. Two categories. Merge means giving up one's identity, existence. This is called spiritual suicide. It is just like Lord is embodiment of bliss. I want to become bliss. Understand? I want to become bliss. You don't want to become bliss, you want to extract bliss. If I become bliss, how am I going to relish bliss? If there is rasgulla, if you merge yourself in rasgulla, how are you going to taste rasgulla? But if you eating rasgulla, you're tasting very sweet. Understand? So there's no fun in merging in the Lord. This is condemned by all Vaishnavacharyas. This is called spiritual suicide. This Gyan has no room, no space in Vrindavan Dham. This is Padma Puran, but I'm just elaborating to make us understand. But Bhakti Maharani got young there, because everyone in Vrindavan Dham is Bhakti. Even now if you go Vrindavan Dham, what you're going to see everywhere? Temples, devotees, singing, Radhe Radhe everywhere. Bhagavatam Katha. Even if you are allergic to Bhakti, means you don't want Bhakti, and if you accidentally entered in Vrindavan Dham, just by entering there, the process of Bhakti will start developing. Means you can't stop your ears. And what's going to fill in your ears? Radhe Radhe. Or any loudspeakers there. Bhagavatam Katha going on your ears. What you're going to see, you can't close your eyes. How many hours can you close your eyes? You have to open one time. What you're going to see? The dome of the Lord. The flag on the dome of the Lord. That's Bhakti. Even by seeing that. Seeing the Vaishnav Tilak on the forehead of so many devotees there. Seeing Tulsi, seeing deities. Even lying down, sleeping in Vrindavan Dham is considered as obeisances to Vrindavan Dham. The best way to do bhakti there. Just sleep 10 hours, you're paying obeisances. Yat bhakti nitaiti cha. Yat bhakti nitaiti cha. This is Vrindavan Dham. So seeing Bhakti Maharani in sad mood, Shri Naraji was passing by. And he saw, who are you? Naraji asked that lady. She said, I am Bhakti. There's so many names. Uttama Bhakti, Nirmala Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti, Amala Bhakti. These are the names of Bhakti Maharani. I am Bhakti Maharani and my sons, unconscious. Narad, can you help my sons? Narad said, yes. I know many powerful mantras. So he started reciting the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita in the ears of two sons of Bhakti Maharani, Gyan Vairagya. Shlokas, Sarva Dharman Paritajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tom Sarpapebhyo Mokshami Ma Shucha. One devotee asked me a question. If Krishna is saying to reject all dharmas, yesterday we heard this?
Yes.
Dharma projit kaitav atro parmo nirmasaram satam. I was speaking, we have to give up dharma, arth, kam and moksha. So devotee asked me a question, if you give up dharma, then what to follow then? But the devotee is not understanding which dharma is to give up, which dharma is to adopt. All dharmas are not same. Krishna is saying we have to give up dharma. Which dharma to give up? Dharma of varnashram dharma. The duties towards varnashram dharma. Which dharma to adopt? Which Krishna is referring to? Following Bhagavad dharma. That is not to be rejected. That has to be embraced. Bhagavad dharma. Which dharma is to be given up? The varnashram dharma. So Bhakti Maharani, she requested Naraji, and Narad started reciting mantras. Means the shlokas of Gita is also mantra, right? One shloka of Gita.
2:11. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Asogyan Anvasochastam Pragnavadamsa Basase Gatasun Agatusumsa Nanu Sochanti Pandita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of loss. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead.
Very good. One verse from Gita.
Sukhe dukhe sane kritva labala jaya jaya to yudhaya yushasva naivam bhakmavapsisi.
Manmana. Well.
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam shajavyaham.
Very good. Panditji.
मन मना भव मत भक्तो मध्याजी माम नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यस्य सत्यम के सति जानी.
Anyone? Any volunteer? No? Vishaka? One verse of Bhagavad Gita?
Say.
Huh? Which one? ये तो बोल दिया मैंने already.
Slow.
एक श्लोक गीता का बोलो.
You can do it.
So Naraji, he recited those verses. Gyan Vairagya, two sons of Bhakti Maharani. They are still unconscious. And to a surprise, Naraji is wondering, what can be more powerful than this? What can be more powerful than the words of Gita, the spoken by the Lord? Gita. No? Then he got advice from Surya Dev, son. Narad, do something higher than this. Sat karma karo. And Narad is wondering what can be more higher than this? The verses of Bhagavad Gita is the best verse, best scripture. In search for that, Naraji was going. And on the way he found 4 Kumaras, the first sons of Brahma. Sanak, Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. The first sons of Brahma, the Manas Putra. Brahma did creation with his mind. And the first creation is the 4 Kumaras. They always stay at the age of 5. And they always remain naked. They don't wear clothes. Why? The age is 5.
Kumar.
The age is 5 is called Komar. Komar means Kam Komar.
No lust.
There is no lust, there is no greed. They are pure heart. 4 Kumaras are like that. They saw Naraji and Narad said, Narad, where are you going? What happened? And Naraji said, this happened. I recited the verses of Bhagavad Gita. It's not working out. What can be more higher and superior than that? They said, we know. We can tell you. And that is Srimad Bhagavatam Saptaha. 7 days recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Narad said, but what's the difference? Is Gita less? They said, it's not that Gita is less, but Bhagavatam is more superior than Bhagavad Gita. And they gave 2 examples. One is, the fruit of a tree holds all the essence of the tree. And the ghee is present in the milk. Yes, the ghee, from where we extract the ghee? Is in the milk. But after a process, and what comes in the last is the ghee. After boiling and taking all the cream, etc., the essence is ghee. That's why all the scriptures, Gita is what? Ishopanishad. Is a Upanishad. Gita Upanishad. Is part of Mahabharata and is Upanishad. Gita. So they are Vedas, they are Puranas, they are Upanishads. And then Mahabharata and Vedanta Sutra. But Srimad Bhagavatam is the topmost. It's a crown jewel. So recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam. More important than anything else. So hearing so, Naraji, he came to Haridwar, and on the bank of Ganga, what to speak of completion of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even the introduction, the Mahatmya of Srimad Bhagavatam was been recited by 4 Kumaras there. And that Bhakti Maharani, who was in lamentation, seeing her sons unconscious, she immediately came on the scene with her 2 sons, Gyan Vairagya. Even Bhagavatam was not even begin, just the glories as we are hearing since yesterday. And to a surprise, everyone was wondering from where these from where Bhakti Maharani and Gyan Vairagya is coming? The four Kumaras said they are coming from the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. Every verse of Srimad Bhagavatam is full of bhakti. Bhakti emanates from the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. But one can have a doubt. How many verses in Bhagavatam?
18,000.
18,000. Those who want to learn, make notes. Otherwise, by hearing you can't learn. 18,000 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. How they all can be full of bhakti? There's so many kidnappings, there's so many murders in Bhagavatam. So Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, in Mathura, he used to describe this. He did many Bhagavad Saptas to make us foolish people, unintelligent people understand. He said, I give you one story. How all the verses of Bhagavatam is pure and full of bhakti. He said, once upon a time, a sadhu, on the day of Diwali, you know Diwali? In India, on the day of Diwali, one sadhu, he entered one house, he knocked one door and said, Mataji, Bhikshan Dehi, I'm here to beg some alms, just give me something. She said, oh, very auspicious day. Come in and sit. She made him sit in the living room and she went inside to grab some rice and etc. to give him. And when he was sitting in the living room, he heard some children, means Mataji's children, they're fighting. Mummy, I want to eat monkey. Mummy, I want to eat donkey. Mummy, I want to eat horse. And he thought, oh my gosh, this is non-vegetarian house. I can't take a grain of rice from here. If children are eating monkey, donkey, parents must be eating elephants. Then one other boy shouted, saying, Mom, I want camel. What? They're eating animals? I should run away from here, otherwise I can't take a grain. If she comes with something, I can't say no to her, and it's not proper to get anything from this house. Yeah? So impure. And he was about to leave, the Mataji came, hey, wait, Maharaj. It took so long to grab all these things, so take from me. I'm so sorry, Mataji. I can't take anything from your house. Why? Why you wasted my time then? Why you don't want anything from here? I can't say this, but anyway, just leave it. I'm sorry to disturb you. No, you have to tell me what's wrong in my house. He said, okay, if you want to know, honestly saying, I don't take anything from that house. Those are non-vegetarians. She said, but we are pure vegetarians, we are Vaishnavas. No, Mataji, I heard your children, they're fighting and screaming, monkey, donkey, camel, horses, they eat that. And that is like a breakfast time. In lunch, they eat dinosaurs? Or what? In lunch is big meal, right? And if children are eating that, that means parents are eating something higher than that, elephants. She said, oh Maharaj, I always thought sadhus are crazy. But you are super crazy. In very polite, respectful way, she said. And he said, why are you saying like this? The Mataji said, Maharaj, it's a Diwali day, right? If you go out in the street, you see so many candies.
Mishri, in that shape.
You don't have here in America.
It's like
Animal crackers, exactly. This is a good word. They shape like horse, elephant, camel, but they are sugar candies. They are animal crackers. So children, when we were also, we used to fight with our siblings to grab. I want horse, I want elephant. So Gurudev gave this example. Srila Gurudev in Mathura. He said, the shape of those candies are like animal, but they are sugar candies. They are sweet from every pore, every corner. Similarly, in Bhagavatam, it appears some kidnappings happening, some killing happening, but it's all sweet. You need to have eyes and ears, the proper eyes and ears to understand the truth of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is sweetest of all. So these four Kumaras, this is also our parampara. From where these four Kumaras heard or learned Srimad Bhagavatam? They learned from Shesha, Lord Shesha, who has thousands of hoods and is holding the universe on his head. Serpent. This is the incarnation of Balaram Prabhu. Balaram Prabhu. Shesha. Thousands of hoods. Holding universe. Million and billion of universes like a sesame seed on his head. He's not feeling even any efforts or pain or burden. And Shesha Bhagwan continuously speaking Bhagavatam Katha. There's a competition between Shesha Bhagwan and the pastimes of Lord. He's thinking, I'm going to count all the pastimes or describe all the pastimes. But the moment he comes to the end, Krishna performs more pastimes. There's always a competition going on. So 4 Kumaras, this is in Bhagavatam, 4 Kumaras, they came to see Lord Shesha, to hear from him. So coming to see a devotee means not to see his appearance, but to see him with ears. Seeing devotee means what? Oh, he's fat, he's thin, he's tall, he's small. He's black or white. This is not the considerations. Oh, I went to see a devotee. I went to see a devotee means I went to hear from him. These eyes to see a Vaishnava. When we go and we should ask something and fill our ears with Krishna topics. This is called seeing a devotee. Otherwise, we can offend. Like Ashtavakra Muni. Ashtavakra Muni, Ashta means 8. There was a rishi whose body structure was bent in 8 form. कैसे बोलेंगे? 8-fold bends. So when he walks, imagine if a person had 8 folds in his body. When he walks, it's like almost you're doing a break dance. So see, we all laughing here. Exactly this happened. There was an assembly of Janak Maharaj, father of Sita Devi, Janak Maharaj. He called one profound, learned people, scholarly people, intellectual people assembly where they're going to discuss Shastras. All learned were sitting there. Ashtavakra Muni entered in and everyone started laughing. How is walking? Like this, 8-fold. You see? When everyone started laughing, he started laughing more loudly than everyone else. Then they all became quiet. That his laughing is like sarcastic on us. What is this? And they asked, why are you laughing? And Ashtavakra Muni replied, he said, Janak Maharaj, I thought you invited scholars in your assembly, but they're all chamars, cobblers. And they felt so insulted. Cobblers? We are learned people. How do you address as cobblers? He said, because cobbler deal with leather, with skin. You only you seeing my body, my skin. Learned is one. Just he said, Gatasun agatasun sa nanu shochanti pandita. Pandita means learned. One who only see the soul, not the body structure. You all are learned people, and because my body is like this, you're laughing on me. That means you're not on a soul concept. You're on a bodily concept. So you're cobblers. You're chamar. They all felt so embarrassed because what he said was true. So seeing a Vaishnava means seeing from here. not the appearance. That's not Vaishnavta. Understand? This is the meaning of seeing a Vaishnava. Or today I went to see a Vaishnava, or I went to see a Maharaj. Seeing what? His appearance, what he's wearing, which clothes he's wearing, which shoes he's wearing. That's not appearance. His appearance means what he's speaking, what is instructed to me, what he taught me today. It can be a turning point of my life. Any one topic can be a turning point of our life. Just one is enough. So Shesha Bhagavan is always speaking these pastimes. And 4 Kumaras, they came to see Shesha Bhagavan. See means not to see, is a serpent, the thousands of hoods, very fulgent, wearing crowns, but to hear from them, from him. You know? And in Bhagavatam it mentioned, they have long hairs, the 4 Kumaras. They take bath in Mandakini. Mandakini means Ganga, river Ganga, which has many names. When river Ganga flows on the planet Earth, it's called Ganga. When it flows in spiritual world, it's called Alaknanda. When the river Ganga flows in the lower planet, it's called Mandakini. But the same Ganga. Tadpaldam Salilam Yatha. She delivers the 3 lokas. Heavenly planets, this planet, and lower planets with different names. The 4 Kumaras, they took dip and bath in Ganga, Mandakini, but didn't dry their hairs. And they came to Lord Shesha to hear from them. Why they didn't dry their hairs? For 2 reasons. One is there is no time to dry hairs. Because moment we dry our hairs and go to Shesha Bhagavan, he will complete like hundreds pastimes. And we will be bereft of hearing those pastimes then. No time to go dry our hairs. And second reason is because hairs are wet, soaked with Ganga. That's the Charnamrit of the Lord. What is the need to dry? Let the Charnamrit always stay there on the head. And hearing from Shesha Bhagavan, this is Bhagavati Parampara. Hearing from Shesha, Sanak Kumar, and from 4 Kumaras, Naraji. And from Naraji came to Vedvyasa. And from Vedvyas to Shukdev Goswami. This is Bhagavati Parampara. Understand? The 4 Kumaras, they heard Srimad Bhagavatam. They recited Bhagavatam, just the glories of Bhagavatam. Bhakti Maharani came there. And whenever Bhakti comes, Bhakti doesn't come keeping Maun Vrata, the vow of silence. Bhakti always comes with loud noise. Bhakti Maharani appeared there by singing the glories of the Lord. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Radhe Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Bhakti Maharani came singing. No? Bhakti never comes Maun Vrata. Maun Vrata, you know? Wow, silence. There's so many people who take this Vrata in month of Kartik and other months. 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. I'm not going to speak anything. They just silence. Amazing, huh? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he condemned this vrata. This is not a bona fide vrata at all. The best vow of silence is speak Hari Katha 24 hours. That's challenging. Keeping quiet is easy. But speaking, that I take this vow only of speaking Krishna, nothing else. That's the best vow of silence. Bhakti Maharani, always singing and dancing. Bhaktas always singing and dancing. Once upon a time, a devotee got very upset in India. A big gathering, there's kirtan, devotees singing sankirtan, and some ladies start dancing. And he was like, in 60s, 70s, he said, "What is this? This is Bhagavatam Katha? Ladies dancing here? What is this nonsense going on? It should be quiet, sober, speaking and hearing. What is this dancing and on top of that, ladies dancing?" I said, "Okay, I'm going to answer you tomorrow because it's ending of the class today." And the next day I said, "Listen, Bhakti means always dancing. Bhakti means always singing and dancing. No, you have to prove me." I said, "You heard the name of Meera?" He said, "Yes, she was a pure devotee of the Lord." I said, "What Meera was doing?" "Mere to Girdhar Gopal, dusro na koi." She was singing and dancing, always. Even though she was queen. Mewad ki na? Mewad. She was queen. But she used to come on streets with local people and singing and dancing. Girdhar Gopal, Girdhar Gopal, Girdhar Gopal. Was Meera was not dancing? He said, who's your worshipable? I'm not like you people, Hare Krishna people. My worshipable is Shiva. I said, very good. You gave me a very good point. One of the name of Shiva is Nataraj. You believe? He said, yes. What is the meaning Nataraj? Then you start thinking. Nataraj means one who dance. He's an expert in dancing. And his best dance is called Tandava. Tandava. What is the meaning of Tandava? When Shiva performed Tandava? No.
No?
For destruction, Shiva don't have to dance. He's such a higher position. For destruction, he just opened his third eye. But Tandav appears or looks like he's in a very angry mood and is dancing for destruction. But Tandav is the bliss which Shiva extract when he chant the name of Lord. When he described the pastimes of Ram and Krishna, he get into so much bliss, he start dancing. That is Tandav. Shiva always chant. How many heads Shiva has? Brahmaji has 4, Shiva has 5. Panch mukhe Ram Naam Jape Tripurari. 5 mouths, 5 tongues, is glorifying the names of the Lord. Day and night just chanting. Even though he's in Grastha Ashram, he's not a sannyasi. He has wife, he has 2 kids.
Yes.
Ganesha and Kartikeya. And Durga, his wife, beautiful, Parvati. But what Shiva is doing day and night? Reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to Parvati. And when he completes Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto, then he requests his wife, now you recite and I want to hear. Shiva is always in bliss. So it's Nataraj. And a gentle man, he became quiet. I said that Krishna, Supreme Lord, Krishna, he's very fond of dancing. He always dances with his friends. And his best dance is Ras Leela, which he dances with Radharani, all the gopis. So, remembering the Lord and hearing the Mahamantra or other bhajans, we also dance. You know? This is called dance in ecstasy, dance in spirituality. It's not ordinary fake dance. Then that Krishna, he came in as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 few years back. And what he was doing? Mahaprabhu is there to propagate bhakti movement. Mahaprabhu is there to establish dharma. Mahaprabhu is there to establish ideals of bhakti and the practices. And what Mahaprabhu is doing? Singing and dancing. You know? In Navdeep as well as in Puri. In Navdeep, when there is dawn, Udilo Aruna Purabhavagi Dujamani Gaura Amani Jagi Bhakata Samuha Laya Sathe Gela Nagara Vraje. Mahaprabhu with all his associates, seeing the sun has risen, is dancing and singing in the streets of Navdeep with some music. Tathai tathai bhajano ko ghana ghana jahe taderaro preme dhala dhala sonara anga charane nupura baje. Wearing ankle bells and with mridang and kartal, Mahaprabhu is dancing so artistically. And in the house of Shiva's Sangam, Shiva's Pandit, all night long Mahaprabhu is dancing with his associates. But dancing without singing? What is singing? Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Bolo re vadana bori Miche nidra beshe gelo jerati Divasha sharira saje. He's chanting Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari. So if you don't dance in Hari Katha, then you have to dance in material world. So better dance here. Singing and dancing. Supreme Lord is dancing. His gopis are dancing. Radharani is dancing. Radha nache, Krishna nache, nache gopi gan. मन मेरा बन गयो रे सखी पावन वृंदावन. Burmana sing this. नाचे Krishna नाचे, नाचे गोपी gan. मन मेरा बन गयो रे सखी पावन वृंदावन. Mara sing very good. I'm not a good singer. So everyone dancing, Vrindavan Dham dancing, Jamuna dancing, Ganga dancing. No one can resist when Krishna dance. Krishna danced on the hoods of Kaliya. All the demigods, they brought their instruments, mridanga, dholak, kartal, everything. But they are not able to cope up with Krishna's steps. They're playing mridanga, but Krishna is so fast in the movement. And that too on the hoods of the snake, which is so slippery. Yes. So demigods, they found failure. We can't. So they just kept their instruments aside. They're just only staring the dance of Krishna. But the instruments, in spiritual world, instruments also is not inert or matter. They have consciousness, they have emotions and feelings. They start playing their own. Imagine Mridanga. Tere kheta, tere kheta, tere kheta. Kartal, veena, everything. Is the dance of Krishna. The dance of Krishna is Srimad Bhagavatam. Because the 12 cantos with 10 symptoms, that's why Bhagavatam is known as Mahapurana. Yes, make a note of this. Very important point. Other Puranas, there are many Puranas like 18 Puranas and Puranas, there are 5 symptoms. Srimad Bhagavatam have 10 symptoms. Ata sarga visarga sthanam poshnam uti manvantra ishanukatha nirodha muktir ashraya. 10 symptoms, that's why Bhagavatam is known as Mahapurana. ये वाला श्लोक याद कर लें. First canto Bhagavatam. Sarga visarga sthanam poshnam uti manvantra ishanukatha nirodha muktir ashraya. 10 symptoms, that's why Srimad Bhagavatam is Mahapuran, not just ordinary Puran. And the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam is the 10th canto. And the essence of 10th canto, or we can say the best amongst all the pastimes of Krishna is, which Krishna claims, not I am saying. It emanates from his lotus lips. Santi yadde me prajya leela asas marohara nahi jane smrite rase mano kim drisham bhave. Even though I perform many pastimes, but when I think of Ras Leela, I don't know what happens to me. I'm just totally uncontrollable there. You know? So that's the best amongst all the pastimes of the Lord. Ras Leela, where Krishna is dancing, Supreme Lord is dancing. If a president of the country start dance, the media, everyone will be like shocked. Wow, president is dancing. A big personality is dancing. The Prime Minister of India dancing in the assembly. Nanji, the Prime Minister of India dancing in assembly means something great, right? We captured by all media. Imagine if the Supreme Lord is dancing, not just demigods dancing. When he dances, Gandharvas, demigods, 33 million demigods, they can't resist, they start dancing in their own sections. And Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes. All cosmic manifestation from him. He's dancing with his consort, with his potency. Which potency? Haladini Shakti. Haladni Shakti ki Jai. Shri Radha Rani ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuran ki Jai. We're thanking Haladni Shakti Didi for hosting this program here. Her Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Gosai Maharaj, special blessings on her, and Ananga Manjari. They both have done so much for us, hosting this one evening session of Bhagavatam Katha, which is so auspicious. That house where Srimad Bhagavatam is being kept and read, and especially that house where devotees, Vaishnav comes and recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam happens, invokes all auspiciousness. So we all pray for her and her daughter, Aladni Shakti, another daughter. What's her name? Huh? Kalina Radha. So for all auspiciousness, and we want, we are praying to your Guru Maharaj and all Guru Vargas to bless you, abundance of mercy, so you can continue serving, chanting and reading Srimad Bhagavatam every day. Aladni Shakti ki Radha Rani ki Itai Gaur Premanandi.
Maharaj, I've been waiting for a question for last 1.5 hours. One question. So I heard this anecdote where there is a flood and there are three books. One is Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. If I remember correctly, that anecdote ends with saying that even if you let go of the other two, the one book you would say is Chaitanya Charitamrita, right?
Prabhupada used to say this.
Yeah. So how do I relate this with when you say that Srimad Bhagavatam is the mukut or the crown? Like how do I understand this? Please enlighten me.
Well, Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all, Mukut Mani. But Chaitanya Charitamrita, Gita is what Krishna spoke, Bhagavatam is what Krishna does, and Chaitanya Charitamrita what Krishna taught himself as Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam is present in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Just like I said, Gita and Puranas and Upanishad, Mahabharata, everything is present in Bhagavatam. Right? Because of the pastimes of Krishna. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Vedas, Puranas, Upanishad, Mahabharata and Srimad Bhagavatam also in Chaitanya Charitamrita.
All of them.
So there is a beautiful point which came up at the time of Srila Gurudev. Krishna Leela is present in Gaura Leela, but Gaura Leela is not present in Krishna Leela. So which is more, even though Gaur and Krishna is same, but which is more heavier? Mahaprabhu, Gaura Leela is more heavier, inclusive of Krishna Leela also. But in Krishna Leela, only one or two places description or narration of Mahaprabhu there. Just once, Radharani and Krishna, they are in Nidhiban, and Radharani, she woke up midnight. She woke up in haste and said, oh Krishna, I saw a dream. I saw a beautiful golden complexion boy on the bank of a river. Sometimes is calling out Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Sometimes is calling out Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Now I don't understand, who is that boy? Is that boy you, who feeling separation and crying for me? Or is that boy is me, who's feeling separation and crying for you? And Krishna smiled. So seeing the smile of Krishna, Radharani said, there is something which you're hiding from me. Your smile is telling you're hiding something from me. Then Krishna is wearing one locket. He opened that locket. You know? Vishnu Chakur Thakur describes this. He opened that locket and Radharani saw all Gaur Leela in that locket. Wow. Then she understood, oh, it's you who going to take my complexion and my mood and we'll do Gaur Leela. So just one time like this. Wow. So Gaur Leela is present, very little something in Krishna Leela. But what is present in Gaur Leela? Day and night. It's all Krishna Leela. In Navdeep, in Jagannath Puri, wherever Gaur Mahaprabhu is going. Even though Mahaprabhu and Krishna same, but the scale of Mahaprabhu is heavier than Krishna because they are together.
Together, yes.
And because of many reasons. Understand? So, Krishna Leela is present in Gaura Leela, but Gaura Leela is not present in Krishna Leela. It's like Rupa Manjari and Rupa Goswami. Rupa Manjari is present in Rupa Goswami, but Rupa Goswami is not present in Rupa Manjari. That's the beauty and the gravity of Mahaprabhu and his parikars. They have more gravity and more significance than the Krishna Leela. Even though they are identical, Rupa Manjari and Rupa Goswami, no, not different. But Rupa Manjari is present in Rupa Goswami. But Rupa Goswami is not present in Rupa Manjari. That's why is Chaitanya Charitamrita mentioned in Bhagavatam? But Bhagavatam is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. All Upanishad, Vedas, Puranas, you see quotations. How beautifully Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. The mood of Krishna. So 1 to 90 chapters, from the birth of Krishna to Dwarka Leela, and he went back to his abode. Those pastimes are mentioned. But what Krishna is contemplating, what Krishna is thought, what he has to give, that's mentioned in Adi Leela Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's not in Bhagavatam. That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita is even superior than Bhagavatam. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, if Gita get washed away, no need to worry. Bhagavatam is there to save the world. If Bhagavatam get drawn in ocean, nothing to worry. Chaitanya Charitamrita alone can deliver the entire world. Understand? So we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Some other time we will hear Chaitanya Charitamrita too. Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Radha Rani Ki Jai. Chalo.